90,000? Are you kidding me? Oh man, am I gonna blow this? So, the first time I played this, my first play, my little rule for first plays was just, I was gonna play for the first time, of course he starts off confused. Any game I was gonna play for the first time, and it was just kind of like, here's the game, you know, if you remember it, whatever. Not trying to impress anybody, beat anything like that. But there were a couple games that I am a lot better. I should have done a lot better, and this is one of them. And it was no excuses. I just didn't do very well. I'm a little distracted at first, you know, with the setup and all of that stuff, getting things together, and my perpetual GoPro issues that are always the reason why I take a quick sneak glance up to the camera at times. Wow, I almost got creamed there. With this game, you've got some time in between their shots, but sometimes that time runs out quicker than you think. But usually when that catches you is when their shot hits a barrier, and then they basically get to reload quicker than you're used to, because you kind of get a good feel for how much time you have after a while in between their shots, where you can get into their line of fire. So anyway, short of the long is, I think I scored like 50-something thousand when I did Battlezone, and I actually think it was the first time I was on this side of the control panel, and so there was just a lot of stuff that I was thinking about, and so I didn't do as well. And since there's a big amount of ego involved in video games, I wanted to, as he sits there and peels off all of these, looking like I'm timing something, and it isn't. I've just learned, for me at least, the way I play, when the missiles come out, if I sort of shift to the left real quick and fire off, I tend to hit them more frequently than you would think. And that's with the missiles, it's that kind of the same thing, as it's just a timing thing. It is a timing thing after that. So the first one's just a quick shot, Hail Mary, shot in the dark, maybe you'll hit them, and you'd be surprised how often you do. And then we'll play a little hide behind the barrier here. Anybody that's familiar with this game at all, none of this is a surprise except for me trying to shoot the tank and the and the UFO at the same time. Is it still there? Yes, let's get it. Okay, so now I gotta finagle here. I would not be doing this if it was a super tank that were chasing me, and I've got him behind me. I think I've got to just let this UFO go, because what I'm trying to do here is beat 100,000, or at least make it to 100,000, which I really should be able to do fairly easily in most cases, unless it just takes forever to get to the super tanks. But it certainly doesn't help when you let 5,000 slip away by letting a UFO go, because you can't shake or can't maneuver. When I get them behind me, I just like to, okay, now I'm on super tanks. So I know I'm on super tanks because I was just trying to lose that tank, and he came back, which means it's a super tank. And that's what I mean by timing it. Whoa! There's my... Oh, come on! And now I've got it. So I've got 5,000. Oh, here he's way off there. I can't sit there and monkey with a super... Well, this super tank's screwing around now. There we go. And do I want to... See, now I'm out of position for a... I got lucky there. I like to go straight as much as possible, because even though that hasn't been the case as much, most of this game for me, well, not most of it. That's a bit hyperbolic, but half of this game for me is you're going backwards. I'm going backwards, at least the way I play. See there, a little jog to the left, and then maybe I can get one off here. I know he's going to get one off to me, but there we go. All right. So I'm already at 50,000. I'm not bragging because that's just... There we go. That's kind of nice. Maybe get him here. Is he going to hit that? No, he's not going to hit that, but we'll get on him. All right. This game would be so much easier without the barriers because... that was lucky. Oh, shit, I'm up against a barrier, speaking of which. This game would be so much easier without the barriers because... I don't like this. Oh, shit! Because... Exactly, right there. I backed into a barrier. And now let me get this. Let's see if I can get a tenor. A tenor is if you get a super tank and a saucer and a tank. It's super tank, a saucer, and a missile. And it's 10,000. That's 10,000 points altogether. And so if I get a succession of each, I call it a tenor, even though I know a tenor is sort of like kind of a slang for a $20 bill. Like, well, not a $20 bill, obviously it's 10 pounds, but it's kind of like our idea of $20 is sort of, they say tenor. Oh, and I just got killed again. Watch me not get to 100,000. Unbelievable. Because I'm running my mouth. This is why I like to go forward as much as possible in a straight line, because then I know I can go backwards in a straight line and not hit a barrier. Ugh. Here we go. Am I going to get a tenor? Yeah, there's a tenor. A super tank. So you can do that with the tanks, kind of move up on the side of them and then back up, or you can kind of back up and then get in their line of fire. If you can time out a shot. This I don't like at all. Because then you got to make a decision. Are you going to try to snap and hit him really quick? And now I'm out of position for this. This is not good. Oh! 90,000? Are you kidding me? Oh man, am I gonna blow this? So there's two. Can I get the... If I get a tenor... He missed me. There we go. Oh no! I'm not gonna get it there. I'm not gonna get a tenor. But if I could just hit that UFO, please don't back into a thing. There we go, 100,000. And a free one. I'll keep playing until either I die, which is probably going to be soon now. Wow. I am backing into a shit ton of... Oh, and here we go. Come on. Ugh. It's funny. Well, I accomplished my challenge. I'm 1 for 2 with challenges now. This is the second challenge I have done, depending on when you see these. Okay. And didn't I just hit a tank? So there's another tenor! And here's another... there's another missile. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, if you just back up long enough, the missile will... Well, at some point, the missiles don't straighten out. Or you're not back far enough for the missile to... How about that? Look at that tenor. I hit the saucer and timed it just right. See, now that I've made my challenge, I can sit here and pretend that I know what I'm doing here. This game, it's really funny because I got used to it with the thumb sticks on a joystick controller, on a Xbox controller. I'm probably gonna die. Oh, he didn't get it off. He didn't get one off. What was I talking about? Oh, so on Retro Uprising, I actually had the high score for about an hour, and then whoever held the high score didn't like that, obviously, because all of a sudden an hour later, he's played and beaten me, which is fine. I've never claimed to be very good at video games. I just enjoy playing them. So, yeah, that's. But so I got used to it on the thumb. So when I first started playing this, it just took some getting used to playing with arcade stuff again. It was fun, but you had to get used to it. Especially when you got used to sort of like the adaptation of some of these games that you had to do for a controller, because just got crunched because I ran into, and it never occurred to me whether or not you can actually see the radar at the top of the screen. But another thing too, one thing I've noticed about this game is that if you get hit when you get killed, let's see if I can click test fate. Okay, got that. If you get killed, okay, he hit something because now he's moving around. If you get killed, the enemy's tank, their cannon is a lot louder initially right after you get killed, or it's something around you getting killed. See, I don't know if you heard it, but his shot right before that last one actually hit something. So if I had turned into him, I would have probably gotten nailed. And it's also hard because a lot of times you time moves by how you hear them shoot, and which I didn't do, and they're game over. But you can see high score, 500,000. So I've actually scored 500,000 on this. But anyway, challenge accepted. Challenge accomplished. Mission accomplished. Okay, something like that. Battlezone challenges. Challenge accomplished.